Your need to know for September 26th, coming to you from Meadow Mill. I'm Amanda, and this is Alan. You can join us here every Tuesday at 12:30 for your weekly news roundup and a discussion of current events. Please feel free to comment and ask us questions in the fields below. Happy New Year, Alan.
Same to you.
We have good news and bad news to cover today, and we're going to skip through the hashtag take a knee discussion because it's being pretty well thoroughly covered everywhere.
Absolutely.
But if you are looking for a really great perspective, go to jmoreliving.com and read Michael Olesker's blog post on the topic. He did a great job with that. Yep. And, of course, you can always chime in right here on anything you want to discuss with us. All right, Alan, take it away.
Okay, well, we have some email scandals yet
We
again.
have several of those, yep.
Jared Kushner, the senior White House advisor to President Trump and his son-in-law, used a private email account to conduct government business. Fewer than 100 emails from January through August were either sent to or returned by Mr. Kushner to colleagues in the White House from his personal email account, Kushner's lawyers said in a statement to Politico. These usually forwarded news articles or political commentary and most often occurred when someone initiated the exchange by sending an email to his personal rather than his White House address. Among the officials who corresponded with Kushner on his personal account since Trump took office in January are Reince Priebus, the former chief of staff, and Steve Bannon, the former chief strategist, according to Politico. There is no indication that Mr. Kushner shared any sensitive or classified material on his private account. Kushner is not the only White House official to have been discovered using a personal account, according to the New York Times, but is the closest advisor to do so.
So how about that?
How about that?
Everyone's crooked, everyone's deplorable. Go figure.
More technological snafus. Former Congressman Anthony Weiner was sentenced to 21 months in prison for sexting with a 15-year-old girl. Weiner, 53, who had pleaded guilty in May to one charge of transferring obscene material to a minor, wept as the sentence was handed down on Monday. He must also register as a sex offender for life.
Pretty harsh, pretty deserved.
Yep. Last fall, then FBI Director James Comey cited emails involved in the Weiner case to reopen an investigation into Hillary Clinton's private server less than 2 weeks before the presidential election. The FBI shut down the investigation days later, saying that nothing new or damaging had come to light. But Clinton had blamed the new probe in part to her loss for her loss to President Trump. Weiner's troubles date back to 2011 when the Jewish lawmaker resigned from Congress after tweeting an explicit photo of himself. He has since been involved in multiple sexting scandals, and his wife, Huma Abedin, a longtime Clinton aide, is in the process of divorcing him. Understandably so.
Right. And so, like, all of that mess affected the elections. Like, that's ridiculous.
Right.
Keep it in your pants, buddy. Public service announcement, emailing and texting are really bad for you.
Yes.
If you're just joining us, this is Jmore's Need to Know on Facebook Live, coming to you from Meadow Mill. Ask us whatever you like in the comments field below, and be sure to like and comment.
In other social media news, allowing hateful terms as options was a, quote, fail on our part, said Facebook COO Sheryl Sandberg in a post in which she also defended targeted advertising. ProPublica, an investigative website, reported earlier this month, that a news website was able to target ads at Facebook users who expressed interest in, quote, Jew hater and, quote, how to burn Jews. Facebook removed the categories and said it would seek to prevent such categories from popping up for potential advertisers. Sandberg wrote in her post, "Seeing those words made me disgusted and disappointed, disgusted by these sentiments and disappointed that our systems allowed this. Hate has no place on Facebook, and as a Jew, as a mother, and as a human being, I know the damage that can come from hate." Mm-hmm. The fact that hateful terms were even offered as options was totally inappropriate and a fail on our part. We removed them, and when that was not totally effective, we disabled that targeting section in our ad systems. Good for her.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on Wednesday, Facebook sent out Happy New Year messages to users that it believed to be Jewish. But many who received the message are not Jewish and may have received the greetings because they followed a group with a Jewish theme or posted a message on the Facebook page of a Jewish friend, according to Mashable. We send messages about religious moments to people in countries where a large proportion of the population observes the religion or where the religious state is a public holiday, the company said. We may also show the message to people who've expressed interest in the holiday.
Yeah, oddly enough, because I post all the time on our social media, I didn't get a Happy New Year from
either.
Facebook. Did you
Kinda
get a Happy New
Facebook.
Year? None of us did, and we're always posting to our own social media. And in related sort of matters to that, I was just away for the Rosh Hashanah weekend, and I was at a health and fitness retreat. So I was wearing one of my workout shirts, which is Hamza from Israel, and it's got some Hebrew on the T-shirt. And this woman who was also there said she just realized it was Rosh Hashanah because she just moved to Boston and, school systems are closed there.
Right.
But where she's from, none of that happened. And she also had never met any Jews. So she decided she should take the opportunity to approach me in my Hamza T-shirt, and, Hamza, and, and say, wow, look, a real life Jew, which I thought was very, very odd.
But she didn't check for horns.
No, she did not check for horns. Okay. I think she was maybe she was looking. I mean, I was really sweaty, so she probably didn't want to get too close. Okay. But yeah, she said she's from Indiana and just had never experienced or encountered any. So. Wow. Yeah, wow. I mean, I know we're everywhere, so it was interesting.
I know there are Jews in Indiana.
I know you know
married a woman who's from Indiana who's Jewish.
And I even told my mom was with me, and I was like, Hannah's from Indiana.
Right.
But whatever. So anyway, we have some great news that's going to make a lot of really...
where you stand on this issue.
Kosher pot smokers really happy. Yes. And I know a few of those, I think. So thumbs up if you're going to like this next news item. Go ahead.
Okay. A Quebec company became the first in Canada to obtain kosher certification for its medical marijuana right on the eve of Rosh Hashanah.
Hey.
How fortuitous. The certification was granted to the
Hydropothecary Corp.
Hydropothecary. Say it 3 times. A medical marijuana producer based near Ottawa by the Vada Kashrut, a kosher certifier in Ottawa. That I can say.
You can say that, or I'm lost on that one.
According to the Torah, according to the Talmud, this is something that if we are able to help sick people, that is my obligation, said Rabbi Levi Teitelbaum of the VOD to the National Post. The company's CEO, Sebastian St. Louis, said in a statement, as the only medical marijuana company in Canada with kosher certified processed products, we take great pride in having the support of the Kashrut Council. In 2016, Montreal kosher certifiers said medicinal pot needed kosher certification because it is ingested, while certifiers in Toronto said it did not because it is being used as medicine.
What do you think? Tell us in the comments field below. Does marijuana need to be kosher? I think this is a really interesting topic, and I don't know the answer.
What makes it kosher?
Yeah, and are there kosher cigarettes, actually? Are there?
Don't know.
We don't know this. Someone tell us if there are. I mean, marijuana is a natural plant.
It probably just depends on how it's processed. What kind of machinery or equipment is used.
Right, but I can't imagine what else they're doing with that marijuana machinery that would even affect it. It's interesting.
Making sausage, bacon.
Yeah, the bacon / marijuana dispensary.
Right.
Give us a thumbs up if you want to go find your kosher pot. All right, as a reminder, you're watching Jmore's Need to Know on Facebook Live. You can find us here every Tuesday toward 12:30. Talk to us in the comments field below. We do want to hear from you.
Yep.
So now...
Fanfare, please.
Guess what time it is, Glenn?
Word of the day?
No, almost.
Gald Gadot time.
It is Gald Gadot moment of the week.
Wonder Woman.
All right, hit it.
And I want to thank Rona Hirsch for letting me know about this, too, our mutual friend Rona Hirsch.
Right.
Israeli actress Gal Gadot, a.k.a. Wonder Woman, will host Saturday Night Live. Gadot is scheduled to make her debut as host of the Emmy Award-winning comedy show on October 7th.
Yay.
And who will be the musical guest? Sam Smith. What was his big hit, Glenn? Do you remember?
Stay with me.
We got Glenn to sing today.
Sounded a little different, though.
And what else did it sound like? Why would it see in trouble? Did it sound like something else?
Oh, right. What did it sound like?
Tom Petty.
That's it.
Yeah.
Went back down.
Yep.
So, yes, Sam Smith will be the musical guest. Gadot wrote on Twitter, no longer a secret, so excited to be hosting SNL. Hashtag SNL. And we're all excited as well.
We are super excited. I'm going to watch. I hope she can be funny.
I'm sure she can.
I hope so.
She's Wonder Woman.
She can do anything.
And meanwhile, her film Wonder Woman has broken numerous box office records.
As we mentioned week after week after week during our Gal Gadot moment.
Right. In other pop culture news, Glenn might not know this, but it's Banned Books Week through September 30th, right in time for the
Catcher on the Rye.
Yes, exactly. You
Catcher in
better
the
read up.
right in time for the Baltimore Book Festival. I just missed it, right?
Right.
The Banned Books Week event was launched in 1982 in response to a surge in a number of challenges to books. Some of those books, these famous books, to make the list in the past have included The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, Where the Wild Things Are, and Allen Ginsberg's Howl.
And the aforementioned Catcher in the Rye.
Right, and Catcher in the Rye.
Apparently Glenn's favorite.
So,
Good one.
so the 2016 list includes Two Boys Kissing, written by David Levithan, Make Something Up, Stories You Can't Read.
Unread.
Written by Chuck
Palahniuk.
Right, Palahniuk. And Eleanor and Park, written by Rainbow Rowell.
So normally these books are included on the list because they might have an LGBT or transgender character. There might be some sexually suggestive situations. They're supposed to be young adult or children's books, but I guess some people just can't handle it. So commemorate the event by reading one of these books and think about where we'd be without access to some of the best literature of all time. We'd be different people. We wouldn't have the same thought processes we have. We'd be missing a lot. So go read a book. So in lieu of J word of the day today, let's do a J holiday.
Right, and it's coming up. Yom Kippur, or Yom Kippur as I say. Yom Kippur is the Jewish Day of Atonement. It's the most solemn and sacred day of the Hebrew calendar. And this year it will be observed on Friday night, September 29th, through the 30th, through Saturday night, and that's when we all put on the feed bag. It isn't pretty.
Yeah, so do you plan to do some atoning?
Oh, yeah, sure.
You got some stuff to atone for?
Of course.
I mean, I know I do, but I don't.
Well, I know you do, too.
Wow. Whoa. All right, I'll just atone right now to you, because apparently that's on the list, so I'm sorry.
Now you're cool.
I'm sorry for everything I've ever done to you over the last ever. Glenn, sorry.
It's cool. We're good.
See, I'm done now.
Okay.
That's
You feel better?
that's the extent of what I'm going to do.
You did a great job.
So we actually just put up a story from JTA about one of the writers with JTA posted that he likes to read during Yom Kippur services. So I think he takes a book with him and sticks it in the...
Depends on the book.
Right.
Better not be one of those other books, those banned books.
Right, he might read banned books during
Catcher in
Yom
the Rye.
Kippur
God forbid.
services. Anyway, I kind of like that idea. Anyway, so enough about that. You can see our complete High Holidays 2017 guide, which includes that story I'm talking about, online at jmoreliving.com for tips for surviving holiday stress, good book suggestions, and more. That is going to be it for us today. Remember to join us here Tuesdays at 12:30 for your Need to Know News Roundup. Additionally, you can join us Fridays at 12:30 for your weekend agenda. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and follow at #JMoreNeedToKnow, and go to jmoreliving.com for more news. Be sure to atone, especially to Alan. He's waiting.
I'm waiting.
Bye.